So other success factor is hiring the right team. It is very important to have the right team at the right time within your work environment. It was very impactful for our business because as at the point of start, we needed people who could key into our vision and understand what we were trying to do. We needed, and we were lucky to have this kind of people. People who understand that if you are in Nigeria, when is 2 o'clock in Nigeria, it might be 10 p.m. in some other countries. It might be, some countries might be 6 hours behind, some countries might be 6 hours ahead. So we needed team members who understood that sometimes you might need to overwork your shift. Sometimes you might need to stay back at the office in order to be able to meet the need of people that are in diaspora. Customer service cannot be overemphasized. It is the key of business. Customer is king. It is non-negotiable. Excellent customer service, it is non-negotiable. At all times, like we always tell our people, you must always maintain a positive attitude towards business at all time through the viewers and all of our partners. So these are some of our success factors. And straight to our philosophy of the model. For Nigerian media stakeholders, this model can be suggested on how centralized system can improve media sustainability in Nigeria. And one of the ways is to key into mindfulness of practice. This mindfulness of practice is not something that is very popular. A lot of people are not very aware of mindfulness practice. It is unpopular, and in a lot of workplace are not embracing it a whole lot in their work culture. But over the next few years, mindfulness practice will become a key to look forward to. Mindfulness practice, especially from the leaders, it will continue to be. For instance, when people just get to meeting, there's a routine. There's a routine. It's more like this is how it is done. This is what should be done. At sometimes, business leaders could just call for a Zoom meeting. Let's have a meeting at 2:30. Everybody gathers at 2:30, and then the meeting starts. Mindfulness practice is an example of saying, okay, before we start this meeting, is there anybody who's having anything bothering their mind? He's saying, can we all take a walk for the next 2 minutes and then come back? Can we take a deep breath? Can we, those kind of exercises that should relax the mind, that help the mind to rest, put the mind to the point of rest before getting into work engagement. So it's a new phenomenon, and I hope that over time it's going to be embraced in the workplace. Compassionate leadership. A leader must be seen to listen intentionally. A leader must be seen to intentionally listen, and not just listen because you want to converse or you want to listen so that the person can finish, so that you can say what you have to say. A leader must be listening with an intention of first understanding what the subordinate or the partner or the viewers is trying to communicate. Intentional. There must be an honest and intentional willingness to listen. A compassionate leader must be open-minded, whether that's giving you an advice or is a whistleblowing incident or it's just criticism or general concerns about the business. A leader must be perceived to be trusted. People must know that they can trust you with their word, they can trust you with their challenges, and they can trust your leadership. So in this philosophy of model, it is important that any company should embrace compassionate leadership. Also, clear ethical guidelines. Sometimes in Africa, we have an adage. We say, when there is no rule, then there is no sin. So there must be rule before there is a sin. So it is important that the guidelines, the ethics of your business is spelled out. For any future business leader, you must ensure that it's clear cut ethical guidelines. Everybody understands the processes one by one. And once this happens, this is the consequence. Once this happens, this is the reward that comes by it. It must be concise, it must be clear, and it must be communicated to everybody at all times. If I'll take an instance from our establishment, we have it on our company policy, and once every quarter, we do a review of the company's ethical guidelines. just to remind ourselves of our expectations, what we are to do and what we are not to do. It's very important to have this clear ethical guideline because one is going to promote fairness because there is a standard. If staff A falls short of a certain issue and you bring out your ethical guidelines and you follow it, by the time maybe a staff B does the same thing, you don't need it. It will have double standard. Everybody understand that this is the consequence of this. So everybody will have that sense of fairness. It's going to be protecting the rights of every staff members of the organization. It's going to minimize possibility of harm with witch hunting or victimization of staff. And then it's going to be establishing the standards of behavior within the organization. So your ethical guidelines, it must be clearly stated, developed, and communicated. It must be concise. In philosophy of model, we have employee well-being. Like I've stated in the mindfulness part when I speak. As leaders and as businesses, employees have to feel the need that they are heard and they are supported. Their well-being must be prioritized at all times. So policies must be implemented that intentionally want to support work-life balance, that will intentionally want to see how are my staffs, how are they behaving, what is their well-being. Sometimes it's not because they are humans. They are humans. So their well-being, if they're in a good state of mind, their productivity can be better, they can be higher. Once a human being feels a sense of care, a sense of protection, he knows that my future year is safe, my future year is good. If anything happens to me in my course of work, I am sure this organization is going to take care of me very well. They put in their life to it, they commit their life to it. So in this philosophy of model, we speak about the employees' well-being. Our recommendation for the future from our case study, Knowledge Cinema Network, artificial intelligence is something that we hope to embrace. We have started making research into it and started embracing it. We realized that one content could speak to 4,000 different people, and all of that could be attributed to language. In Nigeria alone, we have over 250 languages in Nigeria alone. Over 250 languages in Nigeria, over. So we are trying to adapt artificial intelligence in the area of voiceover and translations. So which means if we upload the content in English language, it could cut across several other languages at the same time without the cost and burden of producing those content in other languages. Indigenous SVOD, in our future recommendation, we're also trying to develop indigenous content, the first of its kind in Africa. It's called the Yoruba Max, where we are going to be creating a subscription-based video-on-demand application in a native language in Africa. It's not going to be in English, the content is not going to be English, so that it can service over 40 million Yoruba-speaking people globally. That is our future recommendation. And then in conclusion, we think that implementing centralized traffic system has a lot of benefits to all the stakeholders. One is going to help everyone stay focused. And the reliability of technology is going to make these activities easy and stress-free. When we have this centralized traffic system, the business currently in Nigeria, the media and advert sales in Nigeria is choked up. It is stressful. It is a lot of work, but with little rewards. And that is because there is no one media establishment that can authoritatively tell you that this is the gauge of my traffic. This is the total number of people who are watching my content. This is where they are watching for, because that technology doesn't exist. But the moment we can implement a centralized traffic system, all of those things can be measured. We can have accuracy on the number of views we are getting, the number of people that are hitting our channels, our platform, and all of that. I spoke about fostering collaboration among stakeholders. Everybody there, from the government to the independent media owner, to the academias, to policymakers, advertisers, professionals, we all have to come together. Everybody have to come together to be able to build a system with their experiences, their contribution, and their resources, plus data knowledge and technology and what have you. They have to be collaboration of stakeholders, and it has to be an ongoing conversation. It has to be ongoing where everybody can have a win-win. And then we must promote regulatory framework that supports media independence. The government must ensure that it tries at all times to allow the media independence, and by one, reducing the harshness they put towards them. One, also their demands on programs, because for instance in Nigeria, before you make any kind of content, it will always go through Nigeria Video Film and Censors Board for approval. So there are a lot of bureaucracies in that process. If they can make it simpler, make it more unified, I think it's going to help. Then there should be a framework to say what happens at this point in time. If a media gets XY number of traffic, what is the rate? What could be the likely rate? Not necessarily putting a price to it, but let there be a framework that everybody can work with, so that Media A is not selling his media assets for $2, because Media B wants to beat Media A, he goes to sell his own for 50 cents. So but if there's a framework that guides everybody, you can play on a level playing field and on a fair playing field. Okay, then there should be monitoring and evaluation. There should be continuous improvement from every stakeholders. Once we've been able to create this collaboration, maybe create a body like a BAB or an institution like an AdWord, for instance. There should be monitoring and evaluation. Everyone should be interested. We should see the progress from the timelines that we have designed and we have set. Where are we in this course of implementation? What have we achieved? There should always be monitoring and evaluation of the performance. Thank you so very much. I hope I was able to do 15 minutes. Thank you, professors. That is my presentation. I would like, if you have questions or contribution, I'll be glad to take them.
That is a very good presentation. Okay, I would like to hear the professor who would participate, okay, in the meeting. Okay, include Dr. Humphrey from Nigeria. Yes.
Dr. Humphrey may be the first persons to cheer up your student. Dr. Humphrey.
Yes.
Yes.
Good afternoon from here. I know it's good evening in Bangkok. Sorry I joined late, but I really worked also with Ola. Yesterday, he didn't sleep. I made sure that he did not sleep. So
he cannot sleep because his business is 24 hours. It's global business.
Exactly. So it's a good work, and it's something that can be applicable in any organization. That was my first time of knowing about mindfulness practices. He also mentioned employee well-being. So these are models that can be implemented anywhere, and he explained them very well. So I can say that he did a very wonderful presentation. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes, good evening. I have, according to your presentation, and Ola, you well done. You do very well, and then give more details of that. It seems like we have to listen for the history or the details of media in Nigeria and Africa. It give us the details of your presentation. It's very well. But in fact, when we listen to your background, you actually graphic engineer, something like that. It's but you touch very few about the how you implement. You are specialist in graphic in engineers. That's the one point I would like you to mention about your specific also. And another point, you touch a little about the media. You what kind of media you present, and then you would like to focus on. If possible, you can mention specific media, newspaper or TV or something like that. I mean, it may focus on the details of that. And another point I would like to hear from you, like the application or the platform, the media will be used in your presentation should be mentioned about the platform. What do you like? What is the best for your information or something like that? But totally all the information, the presentation you've done very well, and then very good high values for presentation of for your dissertation. That's my point of view in that short. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Yes.
can I respond to that, or I'll wait for the next professor so that I'll take it all together at once?
Yes, I think that your presentation make me figure out, make me have a picture, make me have the atmosphere feeling from the colony country in the umbrella of Britain. After that, independent already in the military regime. So many different atmosphere. I think this is a very difficulty to what you call to adjust to change or something like that. It is very difficult, but you can passing on the different environment, and you can stand, and you can have the advertising. I think that you have to make the you can perform sustainably. I think that you are good for your philosophy of the model. I think that it make me feel that why you can passing through the different atmosphere for the media. That is very difficult, but you have passing that. I think that's a very good presentation for your career, your experiences. Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. IBM, you want to cheer up your friends?
I was with him yesterday. Ola, you tried. I actually enjoyed your presentation, and I think all the faculties should be able to come and see the good work you are doing. They may also be excited that it's not just only presentation, but the practical experience you have acquired over the years. That's very presentable. Thank you. I appreciate.
Yes, very good. Very good.
Okay, so may I have some final comment, final comment for the thesis of the Mr. Ola. At the day one, okay, at the day one that he applied for the PhD at the BOU, I can say that I don't know anything about your business. I don't know anything. But after you write it and we work together and you make the improvement, I saw it like a precious stone. Right now, it's become the precious stone. Like at the beginning, it's like some stone that we don't see that it will become the jewel. But right now, okay, your work is become jewel. Okay, it's a precious stone right now. And you mentioned about the customer. Okay, that is the key success of all business. I agree that customer should be the priority or the king for every business. If no customer, you cannot survive. However, I would like to add something, okay, because the customer must be classified. Okay, sometimes we have a very good customer. Sometimes we have a not good customer. We have to classify. And then we make something like an end result, the bottom line of the customer, the end result that they can get from our service. That is much more important than their requirement, because sometimes the customer need to educate also. Okay, not all the customer is smart as us or smart as you. Okay, you have to educate them and select that. Okay, if you can make the selection and you can deliver, okay, the bottom line, okay, profitability to be improved, all customers will be with you forever. Okay, they will not go anywhere. They will be your loyalty customer for the long time. Okay, so this is the key point that I learned from the business for 30 years. Okay, all customer is good, but okay, you have to treat them the right way. Okay, to make your long-term customer. And the last one, okay, is my congratulation. Okay, because at the Potisat, okay, we want to have the student who get realization, to learn something from inside. And what you write down is not coming from me. I not teach you to say this, to say that, but it's coming from you. So I'm very proud, okay? I'm very proud to see your dissertation, and you say in your model, okay, everything is coming from your experience, not coming from my word or from someone, okay? So it means that you have already achieved, okay, the key philosophy of BOU, okay, because we want the PhD student to get the realization, and you press the issue about the mindfulness. That is very critical, okay, and you make it the first, okay, of your model for success. So if you highlight on this and you maintain it, I'm sure you will be one of the leaders, okay, in Nigeria, not only Nigeria, in Africa, okay, and in the near future in the world. Okay, so I would like to congratulation to Dr. Ola. Okay, I would like to have as director, okay, Dr. Chantrat, director, to conclude from the committee perspective.
Maybe to announce the graduation finish also, Chan. That I hear from the professor compliment your work. I would like to ask for permission to graduate and welcome you to receive doctor degree in Thailand. We all professor in this room may welcome to approve your work to be doctor degree now. Congratulations, Dr. Oli. Yeah.
Dr. Chansarat.
Yes, Dr. Padit. Thank you very much indeed for Mr. Ola. Your work very well organized, and we BOU feeling happy and recognize your work very well for that. And congratulations in this absolutely for your success of your presentation. You give the information, the style, or the details of everything you create from your experience. Like Dr. Padit mentioned earlier, we as the BOU feeling very proud of you, and then if possible, as Dr. Saab mentioned, you can come to present your thesis in this month for international conference. For us, I think it's the best state for you to present your work completely. Thank you, Kun Ola, and welcome again to Thailand to present or to allow the work. Congratulations for your work. Thank you very much, Dr. Padit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it, Dr. Padit. Okay.
Okay, so I would like Ola, okay, to say thank you, okay, very shortly, okay. After everybody agree that you are successful, okay, in your thesis to become the BOU doctor.
Okay, thank you, everybody. I'm really excited and I'm happy to be a part and parcel of this noble institution, and I feel honored to be awarded and recognized to be a PhD doctor from your great university. Thank you to all of the professors, and a special thanks to Dr. Kanazu. You know, I disturbed him so much, and he was always there to help and support me through. Also, Professor Pradit, thank you so much. In the midnight, I will text you, I will call you. You're always responding and always ready to support. And to every other professors, Dr. UBM, all of you, thank you so much. It is a privilege for me. I feel honored. I feel really humbled to now be called Dr. Ola. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I feel very
Okay. So hope to see 4 doctors from Nigeria coming to Thailand next month. This month, not next month.
Dr. Padit, I think Dr. Humphrey is the leader, maybe to some speech in the finale.
Okay.
The leader.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Final.
Dr. Humphrey.
Final statement.
Okay.
Hello, Dr. Humphrey. Yes.
Thank you, Professor Sak, Professor Pradit, Dr. Chant, and Dr. Katar. Yes, we are proud to be part of BOU, and with the new doctors we are churning out from Nigeria, we believe and we are confident that we are going to be good ambassadors of BOU here in Nigeria and in fact in Africa. In the next couple of months, we believe and hope that BOU will be one of the desired, the BOU PhD will be one of the desired PhD that many Nigerians will start enrolling for, and we will be good examples for that. So thank you, and I want to encourage you, Dr. Sack, to continue the good work and continue to grow the school and make it more popular, and everything will be fine. We'll be there to support you. I and Professor Pradit will discuss every week about BOU, how to help to make BOU.
Almost every day.
Almost every day. Yes, so we will do that. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
Okay. Have a good
thank
day
you.
to everybody.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.